Yo, what is up, guys? It is Nick, or the Notorious Fantasy, back again today with another fantasy football video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a draft I did just recently with my dad. This is a 12-team PPR draft on Yahoo. Me and him drafted from the first slot. It is a 12-team PPR draft, and it happened tonight. Or as you guys are watching, it was yesterday. But before I start the video, I'd like to ask you guys, could please go down below, click that subscribe button. Not only is it going to help me, but it's going to help you because you are going to join the family of winners, just like me and my dad. We're gonna win this league because we're winners, and you will be too. Because you're gonna click that subscribe button. I know you're looking at it. You're like, boom! I fucking clicked that shit, and then you're gonna easily be able to dominate your draft from all the videos I've given you. You're already done with your drafts. Keep coming back because you guys are gonna be seeing constant videos during the regular season help you win, potentially even some live streams. You talk to me, maybe you can even look at me. Who fucking knows? So before, like I said about that, just click the subscribe button. It really mean a lot because I want to help you guys win your fantasy football championship. Now, if you don't already have a fantasy football championship trophy, go down below. I have a sponsor. They're called Fantasy Bros. If you use code Notorious at checkout, you get 5% off. They have amazing trophies. I love them. I love you, Fantasy Bros. Just like I love all of you guys. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. So let's get into the draft here. The first round commenced with us, and we chose Saquon Barkley. Now, this is a pick where you could do whatever the fuck you want. You could pick Tom Brady if you wanted, but in reality, there's three names you're looking at: Barkley, CMC, and Camaro. I think Barkley personally is just the best option there. If Zeke wasn't dealing in Cabo, trying to figure out how to sign his contract, spell his name, I don't know what is so hard about signing a contract where you're going to be paid a lot of money. So Saquon is just the obvious number one to me. I mean, you can go CMC if you want or Alvin Kamara, but we just went with Barkley. After we went with Barkley, AK came out the board, followed by CMC, DJ, Chubb. Now in Yahoo, Chubb's ADP is a lot higher. Normally in other leagues, you can get him around pick 12, or even in like the second round, you can get Chubb. But in this, no, he's gone before you can even fucking count to five. Or count to six, I guess, because he goes at five. So after Chubb went, D Hop went, followed by Zeke, Connor, Adams, Lev Bell, Julio Jones, Dalvin Cook. Pretty typical first round. So the second round begun, and I was already shook. This man picked Patrick Mahomes. Now, this is a 6 point per passing touchdown league, so obviously Patrick Mahomes, if he throws 50 touchdowns, this will be well worth the pick. Will he throw 50 touchdowns this year? Probably not. Maybe around 40. That's still pretty fucking good, but I wouldn't waste a second round pick on him. So after that, OBJ came off the board, followed by Michael Thomas, Juju Smith-Schuster, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, first 10 off the board. Like I said, Travis Kelce typically goes around the first or second round of the draft, and his friends, Mr. Ertz and Mr. Kittle, typically go around the third and fourth round. So after Kelce went, Damian Williams went. Now let me talk about Damian Williams real quick. Now, with the addition of LaShawn McCoy, I am so scared of Damian Williams. I'm so scared of that backfield. I draft later, Darwin Thompson later in the video. I would not have done that. Darwin Thompson is now probably irrelevant. So after I went Damian Williams, or after Damian Williams was selected, AB came out the board, followed by Mixon, Aaron Jones, Mike Evans, and then it was our pick, and we went with On. I really wanted Mike Evans at that slot or Joe Mixon. Those were the two guys I was really looking for. I didn't think Mixon would fall to me, but then Evans just went one pick before us. I really like Evans. I like him a lot, but I just would have preferred to have Evans in that situation because I think that Evans is obviously just a lot safer because he's a wide receiver. I think can catch the flame, the Waka Flocka flame, you know what I'm saying, and then go super hot fire and win you multiple games, win you your whole league because Johnson is so good. He has that goodness in him. So I like Johnson there regardless. And in the third round, we went with the riskiest pick of 2019, and that is Todd Gurley. Now, typically you're seeing Gurley go in like the first or second round. So in the third round, I was like, fuck it. Fuck his knee arthritis. I'm scared of the knee arthritis, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know if I should have done this, but looking at my team right now, my two starting running backs are Mr. Barkley and Mr. Carryon, and then my flex is Todd Gurley. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just have him be my flex. I mean, he's not one of my starting running backs. If he happens to go down, you get their backup later. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it anyways. So after Gurley came off the board, I went with Leonard Fournette came off the board, followed by Keenan Allen, Josh Jacobs, George Kittleby Timbers, Zach Ertz, Devontae Freeman, Adam Thielen, Cooper, Diggs, Godwin, Derek Henry. So the fourth round begun with Mark Ingram. I would not go Mark Ingram over David Montgomery. I don't know what that is. Melvin Gordon pretty early in the fourth round. I've seen him fall to like the sixth round, seventh round. He went in the 10th round of one of my leagues, I believe. People are all off of Melvin Gordon. Who knows when he's going to sign? I think probably way too late for it to even be worth drafting him. After Melvin Gordon came off the board, Marlon Mack came off the board, followed by Chris Carson, Brandon Cooks, Duke Johnson Jr. in the fourth round. Very early for Duke, in my opinion. Followed by Julian Edelman, Kenny Galladay, T.Y. Hilton, Deshaun Watson, and I went with Robert Woods. Now, personally, I think Robert Woods has that potential to be a top 12 wide receiver. Now, last year, I believe he finished either 11, 12, or 13 because Cooper, Kupp, Woods, and Cooks, when they were all healthy, were all top 13 guys, 10, 11, or 11. I think 10, 11, and 12, or 11, 12, and 13. They were all amazing. So I think getting one of those guys, especially Woods or Cooks, is going to be very advantageous to your team. So after we went with Robert Woods, Lockett, my man Lockett came off the board to us because we have 3 running backs. We just went 2 wide receivers in a row. Lockett is a guy who last year scored 10 touchdowns last year. Now, do I think he's going to do that again? Maybe. Maybe he'll score 8 or 9. It looks like he's the only guy on the goddamn field. David Moore, really not that good. DK Metcalf dealing with that injury. So who knows what it'll be besides the Tyler Lockett show with Russell Wilson. So I love that value there. And a bunch of running also. So after we took Lockett, Boyd came out the board, followed by Hunter Henry, Evan Ingram, so double tight end there. The tight ends were going fast, followed by James White, Mike Williams, Allen Robinson, O.J. Howard, Sony Michel, Jared Goff before Aaron Rodgers is very, very insane in the membrane to me. I do not understand that. I wouldn't even go Goff ahead of guys like Newton, Baker, Matt Ryan. That's just absolutely crazy to be doing that there. So after Goff came out the board, Rodgers came out the board, followed by Cooper, Kupp, and then the 6th round commenced. The first player off the board was Mr. Philip Lindsay, followed by Miles Sanders, Tariq Cohen, Matty Ice, Tevin Coleman, Baker Mayfield, Devin Singletary. Now, Devin Singletary went in the 6th round. He was a guy that was going in like the 12th round, but now that LaShawn McCoy is gone, it's looking like the Devil Singletary show, guys. You're dealing with a goddamn idiot here who cannot speak. Devin Singletary show. It's going to be crazy for Devin Singletary. Is he going to be worth a 6th round pick? Who knows? Would I take him in the 8th round? 100%. The 6th round seemed a little early for me. I wanted to get him at the beginning of the 7th, and I just didn't get him because he went right there. So after Singletary, Wentz came out the board, followed by Newton. That was a little early for Newton due to that injury. I don't love doing that. After Newton went Fuller, DJ Moore, and then we got Kenyon Drake. I figured let me just snag a running back to be my 4th guy. He can ride the pine, just like in real life he may potentially do if Balaj passes him, which I don't think is even going to end up happening because Kenyon Drake was practicing perfectly fine after he was on the walking boots. Then the 7th round commenced, and we picked Robbie Anderson. Now I went with the best wide receiver available. I personally like Robbie Anderson a lot because of the way that him and Sam Darnold had that nice connection towards the end of the season. I think they're going to work on it this year. And now it's not just going to be a passing game on the Jets. They can actually run the ball because it's not the Elijah McGuire and a bunch of other guys show. No, it is Mr. Le'Veon Bell. So the defenses are going to fear that. But then Mr. Darnold is going to throw the ball to Mr. Anderson, and it's going to be great for us. So after we went with Robbie Anderson, Vance McDonald came out the board, followed by the GOAT, Tom Brady, D.D. Westbrook, Chicago defense. You do not pick a defense in the 7th round, guys, okay? Because you will get laughed at. This guy got laughed at in the chat. Ha ha ha, you dumb ass. Why are you picking the Chicago defense in the 7th round? That is stupid. Do not do that, guys, okay? You need to understand that you can build the rest of your roster and your bench before you go for a defense. So after the Chicago defense came out the board, AJ Green came out the board, followed by Rolls-Royce Freeman, Calvin Ridley, Jared Cook, Drew Brees, David Nin, Joku, Josh Gordon. Okay, at this point, I'm going to be honest, guys. I regretted not picking a quarterback at this point. I really wanted Brees, and I should have just pulled the trigger in the 7th round on Brees because I think Brees is going to be pretty good in a 6-point per passing touchdown league, and I also wanted to pair him with Cook. Both already gone now, and I was quite disappointed. I'm just talking about what I was thinking during the draft. Now, obviously, now that I know how my team ended up, my team still ended up good, but having Brees and Cook could have been a combo that was unholy, an amazing combo, because back in the day, if you had Breeze and you had Jimmy Graham, you were absolutely skull fucking your opponent. So round 8 begun with the old man Larry Fitzgerald, followed by the Jacksonville defense. Don't pick a defense that early. I'm telling you guys, Naheem Hines, and then another defense, the Rams, and then Austin Eckler, and then the Minnesota Vikings defense. 1, 2, 3, 4 teams already have a defense. 4 absolute idiots. You're gonna pay $200 to play in this league? Go ahead, give me my fucking money. I appreciate it. So after the Vikings came out the board, Alshon Jeffrey came out the board, followed by Jarvis Landry, Deshaun Jackson, AP, Kyler Murray, and then we went with Darrell Henderson. We pulled the trigger a little early, but I needed to cuff my man Gurley. If Gurley goes down, at least I have Henderson, and I won't be too worried. So, and then round 9 begun, we went with famous Jameis because we lost Breeze. We lost out on all hope of everyone else. We wanted Newton. All those guys were gone, so we went with the famous one, famous Jameis. I think Jameis is going to be solid quarterback this year. Going to be playing from behind a lot. Probably throw a couple of picks, but it's okay because he's going to be great throwing these touchdowns to Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, OJ Howard. Maybe Peyton Barber will steal some and run him in because that man just has a job forever. So after we went with Jameis, the Baltimore defense came out the board, followed by another defense, double idiots. Don't do that. And then the Sterling Shepard, Jordan Howard, LaShawn McCoy, Greg the Leg Zerline, Big Ben Roethlisberger, Justin Tucker the fucker, Christian Kirk, Harrison Bucker, Emmanuel Sanders. So if you've noticed, a bunch of kickers and defenses have already came off the board. I was very confused, but it's okay. I still am. Pick 10, Dallas defense. Now I love the Dallas defense for the first 3 weeks, but not in the 10th round, guys. You wait till the last the late or the earliest you can do it in my opinion is round this is a 15 round draft. Round 13 is the earliest you can do it in my opinion. Last 3 rounds you need to draft a kicker, a defense, and someone else. So after Dallas came out the board, Curtis Samuel got picked, followed by Austin Hooper, Russell Wilson, Latavius Murray, Lamar Jackson. Cleveland defense, another defense I like to target due to the fact that they're playing the Titans week 1. Rashad Penny, Geis, Thompson, Pollard, Mark Andrews. I wanted Pollard, but I said, you know what? We'll just get Mark Andrews. We'll secure our tight end, a guy that I know will be pretty solid on Baltimore. And then we went with Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones and Galladay are probably at the end of the year. You're going to be like, damn, why did I draft Galladay in the 5th round when I could have gotten Marvin Jones in the 11th because they're going to finish pretty similar because Stafford just loves spreading out that ball. So after we went with Marvin, unless obviously Calvin Johnson was on the team, but Megatron is retired and has been for a couple of goddamn years. So after Marvin Jones came out the board, MVS came out the board, followed by Golden Tate, Jags defense. Not Jags defense. How dumb am I, guys? It is 3 in the morning as I'm recording this video. I am quite dumb, so it is okay. After Golden Tate was Jameson Crowder, Corey Davis, Stephen Gostowski, Sammy Watkins, Matt Breida, Eric Ebron, Dante Moncrief, Dickie Dak Prescott, Jordan Reed. The 12th round begun with Trey Boo Boo, Dante Pettis, Houston defense, Geronimo Allison, Will Lutz, Michael Gallup, Philip Rivers, Denver, Goddard, Olsen, Barber. We went with Darwin Thompson. Now this pick's going to be irrelevant because Darwin Thompson isn't going to do anything. We should probably pick someone up because Darwin Thompson's not going to get that much usage now that LaShawn McCoy is in town. So, like I said, pick a defense and a kicker in the last 3 rounds. I've been feeling dangerous recently. I've been going for Kai Fairbairn, any of the good kickers early in round 13. Now I know it's kind of stupid because I could have gotten better depth, could have gotten a better quarterback in the 14th round. Because when a lot of people in your league draft 2 quarterbacks, I just feel like you have to pull the trigger and do it, even though it's a 12-team league. And I don't think you need to. I feel like you have to when a lot of guys take 2 quarterbacks. So after that, after with Kai Fairbairn, Crosby came off the board, followed by DK Metcalf, Josh Allen, Kissin Titties Trubisky, Kirk Cousins, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, New England, Kiki, do you love me? Matt Prater, Delaney Walker, James Washington, and then Kareem Hunt, Mr. Irrelevant. Fuck Kareem Hunt. Gonna be useless for you for 10 weeks. You don't need him. Followed by Kalen Balaj, TJ Hawkinson, Ronald Jones, Anthony Miller, Deion Lewis, Philadelphia defense, the last good defense, Jalen Samuels, Buffalo D, Giovanni Bernard, Ito Smith, and we went with Big Dick Nick to secure our second quarterback. Week 7, when Jameis is on bye, they are playing the Bengals, and I think that Nick Foles will torch the Bengals. So round 15 begun, and we took the Seattle defense because they're playing the Bengals week 1 of them. As we know, the Bengals really aren't that good. I think Mixon will do pretty good, and Tyler Boyd will do pretty good, but Andy Dalton will end up throwing a pick or getting his ass absolutely destroyed by Jadeveon Clowney. So and also, speaking about Jadeveon Clowney, the Miami Dolphins are so dumb. I am a Dolphins fan, and I'm so mad that we got rid of Tunsil. Okay, guys, we got rid of Tunsil. And then, you know who we got? We didn't get Clowney. We just got a bunch of fucking draft picks. Why are we tanking when we have Rosen? I don't understand. Why don't we just let Rosen loose? I don't fucking understand, man. Incompetence is unreal. Just like a lot of these guys' drafts in our league, incompetence. So after we went with the Seattle defense, Devontae Parker came at the board, followed by Marquise Goodwin, Carolina, Brett Maher, Darren Waller, New Orleans, Jimmy G Spot, Indianapolis D, Robbie Gould, Kansas City defense, and Michael Badgley. So we finished the draft recap part of the video where I explained some of the picks, my thoughts on our picks, and some of my thoughts on other picks. Now we're going to get into the part where we analyze each team and give them all a grade. Not the grade that this stupid website gives you. They gave us a C, but I'm going to give you a real grade, okay? Every team gets a real grade. Team 1, Luca Brasi, that's me and my father. We went with Saquon Barkley in the first round, followed up by Kerryon, Todd Gurley, Robert Woods, Lockett. That is the perfect first 5 rounds. 3 running backs, 2 for your running back slot, 1 for your flex, and then 2 wideouts that I think both of them have top 12 upside, both Woods and Lockett. And then we went and filled out the bench. Got Kenyon Drake, Robbie Anderson, Darrell Henderson to handcuff Mr. Todd Gurley. And then with Famous Jameis now, I would have been happier with Breeze than Famous Jameis, but at the end of the day, Famous Jameis ain't that bad. Mark Andrews ain't that bad either. Obviously, the tight end position is where I'm clearly lacking. After that, we took Marvin Jones, then Darwin Thompson. That was a terrible pick. Knowing now, when I was drafting, that was an amazing pick. Now, not so good of a pick. Kaimi Fairbairn, and then we went with Big Dick Nick and Seattle. So, if I'm being honest, my backup quarterback isn't that good, but the rest of the team overall is pretty good. We've got an elite tier running backs, 3 great running backs, 2 great wide receivers. Our starters are amazing. Our bench is pretty good, in my opinion. So overall, this team is an A minus. If we didn't pick Darwin Thompson, it would be like an A. But Darwin Thompson is shit now, so A minus. Team number 2, RoboCop 3. Sorry, that was probably confusing because the team RoboCop went with AK, followed by Mike Evans, Leonard Fournette, Deshaun Watson, Tyler Boyd, DJ Moore, Vance McDonald, Kyler Murray, Baltimore, Pollard, MVS, Peyton Barber, Mason Crosby, Ito Smith, Devontae Parker. Okay, so let me count. I'm going to count for you guys how many running backs teams draft because this is important. 1 running back, 2 running backs, 3 running backs, 4 running backs, 5 running backs. Okay, that's pretty solid. Got to get all those running backs. This team is also pretty solid. While I don't like Fournette or I don't really love Ito. If you don't have Devontae Freeman, I don't see a need in getting him. But overall, this team is also pretty good. I give this team a B to a B plus, depending if Leonard Fournette is any good. I don't really like Fournette. I don't think you have to go quarterback early in the 4th round, but Watson could obviously pay off B plus. Team 3, put a fork in me. That is some rhymes. 3 and me. Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen, T.Y. Hilton, Hunter Henry, Will Fuller, Tom Brady, AP, Chargers, Chris Thompson, Golden Tate, G-Reg, Third Leg, Olsen, DK Metcalf, Bernard, and Marquise Goodwin. Going at defense in the 9th round, going to detract from that. You can't be doing that. Same with the Baltimore defense that early. Actually, B minus for this team, or B for this team. Can't be doing that. Okay? Don't like Brady in the 7th. That is just dumb. There were a lot of other quarterbacks on the board that I'd rather have other than the great one, Tom Brady. Solid running backs, solid wide receivers. Overall bench, not amazing. I don't love having Greg Olsen's is their backup tight end. I don't love drafting 2 tight ends either, if I'm being honest, when Greg Olsen is just going to end up in a walking boot 4 weeks into the season. This team, they lose points for drafting defense early. They have 2 defense. They have 1 defense. They have 2 not 2 kickers, 2 tight ends, guys. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running backs. That's good. This team is probably a B minus overall. I love McCaffrey. I love Jones. I love Allen. Don't really like T.Y. Hilton, if I'm being honest with you. Don't really like Brady. Some of the picks I don't really like, but overall still a pretty solid squad. So B minus area there. Cowboys team 4. Went with DJ, followed by Mixon, Josh Jacobs, Kenny Galladay, Evan Ingram, Newton, D.D. Westbrook, Deshaun Jackson, Sterling Shepard, Geis, Crowder, Goddard, Josh Allen, Buffalo, Carolina. Drafted 2 defenses. I don't even need to tell you that the fact that they didn't even draft a kicker. That is wild. They didn't draft a kicker, but they got 2 defenses. Very dumb. Especially in a league where you can only make 30 pickups. Just wasted one because you couldn't fucking make a pick of a kicker. So, now, if we look here, they have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 running backs. Don't like that. You need more running backs than that. Even though you have solid running backs, you still need that running back depth. They drafted 2 defenses. This team can't get more than a C minus. Even though their team's pretty solid, you can't be drafting 2 defenses and no kicker. Just go with no defense and no kicker if you're going to do that strategy, not 2 defenses. Okay, so no skill rookie, pick 5. Nick Chubb, a B. George Kittle me Timbers, Julian Edelman, James White, Carson Wentz, Chicago defense minus a million. Jarvis Landry, Jordan Howard, Rashad Penny, Corey Davis, Denver defense have two defenses minus a million. Mitchell Trubisky, Jalen Samuels, Brett Maher. Praise God he didn't draft two kickers. Praise the fantasy gods he didn't draft two kickers. This guy might need the fantasy gods to help him because this team is fucking terrible. Okay, guys? I hate Corey Davis. The rest of the team's honestly fine. Drafting two defenses is just disrespectful to me. I hate this team. C minus as well. But naked. Team 6 goes with D Hop, Damian Williams, who now seems like a terrible pick in the second round, Zach Ertz, Duke Johnson, way too early, Mike Williams, Devin Singletary, kind of early, AJ Green, Alshon Jeffrey, LaShawn McCoy, Cleveland defense, Stephen Gostowski, Philip Rivers, Kirk Cousins, Philadelphia defense, and Darren Waller. Would you look at that, guys? Another team drafting two defenses, guys. What the fuck are these guys on, guys? Okay? Trying not to curse a lot, but what are these people fucking doing? Jesus, man. This team's terrible too. Don't draft two defenses, you're not going to get a high grade. C minus. LL Cool J went with Zeke, followed by Kelsey, Freeman, Cooks. I hate Allen Robinson. Baker Mayfield, Royce Freeman, Minnesota Vikings in the 8th round. Went with Greg Zuerlein, Lamar Jackson, Sammy Watkins, Gallup, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Dion Lewis, and then the New Orleans defense. How many fucking teams in a row just went with two defenses? C minus again. You can't get a higher grade than a C minus if you draft two defenses. Can't fucking stand these people, man. I'm glad they're in the league though. Makes it easier for me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so pick team 8. Show me your TDs. How original. Followed picking James White, followed by Tyreek Hill, Adam Thielen, Chris Carson, O.J. Howard, Tevin Coleman, Calvin Ridley, Austin Eckler, Big Ben, Latavius Murray, Matt Breida, Will Lutz, New England, Anthony Miller, Jimmy Garoppolo. Guys, it is a modern day miracle they didn't draft two defenses or two kickers or something. Amazing. All right, guys, so I like James Conner, I like Hill, Adam Thielen. This is a pretty solid squad overall, I would say, if I'm being completely honest with you. They have a shit ton of running backs, solid wide receivers. This team is probably a B minus to B plus, probably a B plus, B plus team. Beat your team. They ain't gonna beat me. Tell you that much. Round 1, pick 9. Went with Devontae Adams, followed by Juju. Great start to the draft, and then the draft collapsed. Amari Cooper with that heel injury. Amari Cooper, a guy. Sorry, I just coughed, or not coughed. I kind of like burped into the mic on accident. Amari Cooper, a guy who's gonna be like, oh my god, he scored me 30 points. He's so great. And then next week, his thumbs up his fucking ass, and he scores you 4 points, and you're like, what the hell just happened? Don't draft Amari Cooper. Marlon Mack. Who knows? I mean, I like Mack. Don't really like the 4th round though. Maybe the 5th round. I don't like Sony Michel do that injury to him. I mean, I'd still draft him if I'm being honest with you, but you gotta handcuff him. After Sony Michel, Matty Ice, I like that. Cooks, LA Rams, Justin Tucker, Russell Wilson, Eric Ebron, Geronimo Allison, Kiki Cootie, Ronald Jones. This team's great, guys. This team's good. Indianapolis defense, pick 15. Go fuck yourself. C minus also. I'm not even caring about the team. You can't draft two defenses. It's just stupid. Turned down for what? Went with Le'Veon Bell at pick 10, followed by Michael Thomas, Stefon Diggs, Melvin Gordon, kind of risky. Jared Goff, way too early. Tariq Cohen, Drew Brees, I like. Naheem Hines, Christian Kirk, Austin Hooper, Dante Moncrief, Houston defense, Matt Prater, TJ Hawkinson, Robbie Gould. Guys, they did it again. They went with two kickers. What the fuck, guys? C minus again. We don't even bother. Like this team could have been great. This team could have been amazing. I don't know why they drafted Naheem Hines in the 8th round. Team could have been amazing, but no, you just fucked it and drafted two kickers instead of getting another running back. I don't understand, or another wide receiver. Jay's team, pick 11. Julio, OBJ, Chris Godwin, David Montgomery, Aaron Rodgers, Miles Sanders. Double rookie running back starters. That is an alpha move. Followed by David Njoku, Jacksonville defense. Harrison Butker, Curtis Samuel, Dickie Dak Prescott, Dante Pettis, Delaney Walker, Kalen Ballage, Kansas City defense. They did it to me again, guys. I thought it was good. Kansas City defense. You guys need to tell me in the comment section, does anyone in your league draft two defenses? Because I swear, I'm just playing with a bunch of clowns, apparently. I don't know what is happening. All right, C minus. Fat Boys. Dalvin Cook, pick 1, followed by Pat Mahomes, kind of crazy. I don't think he's gonna throw 50 touchdowns, but feeling dangerous, go ahead and do it. I hate Derrick Henry, hate Mark Ingram, hate Cooper Cup, Philip Lindsay, don't really like. Josh Gordon's fine, Larry Fitz is fine, Emmanuel Sanders fine, Dallas defense is good, Jordan Reed, Trey Burton, James Washington, Kareem Hunt, Michael Badgley. Now I don't love this team, but if Henry, Ingram, or Lindsay, if even just one of those pans out, this team's gonna be great. If I'm being honest with you, I don't like picking Kareem Hunt, but they have just one defense and one kicker, something a lot of these teams don't have. B plus just for that makes them one of the better teams because they have better depth. So thank you, motherfuckers, for watching these videos. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. It really means a lot to me, actually. I know I kind of put on this facade, in the videos. I'm just like, oh, thank you guys for subscribing. And it sounds like I'm being dishonest, but I am being completely honest with you guys. I do like that everyone's subscribing. It actually does mean a lot to me. It makes me smile. It makes me not want to cry myself to sleep every night. So thank you guys all for watching. I love all you motherfuckers. Click that subscribe button. Goodbye.